Welcome to the channel, my friends, and thank you for joining me today on another exciting journey into the world of rare coins. In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating areas of American coin collecting, the Washington quarter dollar. Over the years, these quarters have become more than just spare change in your pocket. They have turned into treasures that collectors and investors around the world are chasing with incredible passion. Today, I'm going to walk you through the most valuable top 5 Washington quarter dollar rare coins that are currently setting the action market on fire with their big dollar values. By the end of this video, you'll know why these coins are highly demanded, how their unique features make them stand out, and why owning them could be a golden opportunity for any coin collector. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1974 without a mint mark. This coin, especially when found in very good condition, has gained a reputation for being highly desirable in today's action-packed market. Many collectors across the globe are hunting for it, and the market value is seeing tremendous growth, making it a true gem for anyone lucky enough to own one. The story of the 1974 Washington quarter goes back to the broader history of the Washington quarter series, which first debuted in 1932. This design was originally created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and what was supposed to be a one-year commemorative coin quickly became the permanent design for the quarter. By 1974, the Washington quarter had already been a staple in American coinage for more than 4 decades, serving not just as currency but also as a symbol of American pride and history. The year 1974 itself was an important one, being right on the edge of America's bicentennial celebrations, which added an extra level of interest to coins of this period. What makes the 1974 quarter without a mint mark unique is its origin. These quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, at that time, did not use a mint mark. Unlike the Denver Mint that carries the D and the San Francisco Mint that carries the S, the Philadelphia quarters were left without a mint mark. For collectors today, the absence of a mint mark immediately sets this coin apart. It becomes a defining feature that makes the 1974 no mint mark quarter a centerpiece for those building complete collections. When you look closely at this coin, you see the detailed portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, and the majestic eagle on the reverse. Its sharp details, combined with its vintage charm, make it not just a piece of change but a piece of history preserved in metal. Rarity is one of the key reasons this coin is in such high demand. While many were struck, not every surviving 1974 quarter without a mint mark has held up in great condition over the decades. Everyday circulation wore down most examples, which means finding one in very good condition or better is becoming increasingly difficult. Collectors thrive on this challenge because rarity drives desire. When you combine rarity with condition, you get the perfect recipe for a coin that can command high attention in the marketplace. It is exactly this balance that gives the 1974 Washington quarter such strong demand today. Collectors are actively seeking coins that have retained their luster, clear details, and solid preservation, and those qualities push the value higher and higher. Now let's talk about the current market value of the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very good condition. In today's dynamic collector's market, this coin is proving to be a strong player. On average, circulated examples in very good condition can fetch $100,000 over face value. But the real excitement comes when these coins appear in better grades or when they are auctioned among competitive collectors. It's not uncommon for quarters from this year in outstanding condition to reach values in the $120,000, and in special cases with near-perfect preservation or unique varieties, the prices can climb even higher. The demand is solid, and as more people join the coin collecting hobby, the upward pressure on value continues to rise. This makes the 1974 no mint mark quarter not just a collector's item but also an asset with growth potential. For collectors who are passionate about acquiring this coin, there are some useful tips to keep in mind. Always pay attention to the condition of the coin, as wear, scratches, and dullness can affect its desirability, but those that remain in strong shape are highly sought after. When possible, consider having your coin graded by a professional grading service, as a certified grade can significantly boost its appeal and market value. It's also smart to keep an eye on auctions, estate sales, and coin shows, where rare pieces like the 1974 quarter often appear. Building connections with other collectors can also give you access to opportunities to buy or trade for coins that aren't easily found in everyday circulation anymore. And remember, patience is key. Collecting is not just about finding coins but also about enjoying the journey and watching values grow over time. As we come to the conclusion of this video, It's clear that the Washington quarter dollar from 1974 without a mint mark is more than just a simple 25-cent piece. It represents history, artistry, rarity, and financial opportunity all in one. For collectors, it holds the promise of completing a set and owning a slice of American coinage heritage. For investors, it offers the potential for increasing value as demand in the market keeps climbing. If you happen to come across one of these coins in very good condition, you're holding something truly special. It's a reminder that treasures often lie hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right person to recognize their worth. Next up, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark. This isn't just any regular pocket change. In fact, when we talk about rare and collectible coins, the 1979 no mint mark Washington quarter stands out as a piece that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts all over the world. If you're looking for a coin that tells a story, has unique characteristics, and holds real value in today's market, then this video will be an absolute treasure for you. Let us begin with the history and background of this iconic coin. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 as a tribute to the first president of the United States, George Washington, during the bicentennial celebration of his birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin quickly became one of the most recognized and circulated coins in American history. By 1979, the Washington Quarter had already been in production for nearly 5 decades, serving not just as a medium of everyday commerce but also as a symbol of American heritage and stability. The year 1979 falls within a particularly interesting era, a time of economic shifts and changes in coin production. Quarters produced in Philadelphia during that year were struck without a mint mark, and it is these pieces that have become especially attractive to collectors, especially when preserved in excellent condition. Now, what makes the 1979 Washington Quarter without a mint mark truly unique? To the untrained eye, it may look like any other quarter, but collectors know better. The absence of a mint mark means this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mint mark on quarters until the early 1980s. This little detail transforms what appears to be an ordinary piece of change into a fascinating collectible. Combine this with the fact that finding one in excellent condition, meaning sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and minimal wear, is becoming increasingly difficult, and you have a coin that stands apart from the millions produced that year. For enthusiasts, the no mint mark 1979 quarter is a representation of both history and rarity, especially since not many survived decades of circulation in top condition. Rarity and condition are what truly drive collector demand, and the 1979 no mint mark Washington Quarter excels in both areas. While millions were minted, the majority went through heavy circulation and lost their original beauty. Coins that remain in excellent condition, almost as if they were freshly struck, are the ones collectors pursue with passion. This is where the demand soars. Imagine holding a coin from 1979 that still glistens with sharp details and crisp edges. It's like holding a piece of history preserved in time. As collectors compete to add high-quality examples to their collections, the market responds with higher valuations. The rarity isn't just about how many were minted, but about how many exist today in excellent, collector-worthy state. That is where this coin becomes a true gem of American numismatics. So what is the current market value of the 1979 Washington Quarter without a mint mark in today's action-driven coin market? The answer may surprise many who underestimate the power of condition and rarity. In circulated condition, these coins may not stand out, but in excellent condition, the story is completely different. Collectors and dealers alike are willing to pay significant premiums for coins that grade highly, often ranging from $50,000 to $300,000 depending on the grading scale. Exceptional examples that have been preserved with near-perfect luster or certified by professional grading services can command even higher prices at auctions. In fact, recent sales have shown that these coins are consistently gaining in value as collector demand grows, proving that this is not just a nostalgic piece but a strong player in today's numismatic market. The 1979 no mint mark Washington Quarter in excellent condition has transformed from pocket change into an asset of real worth, a piece that stands tall in value among collectible quarters. For collectors looking to make smart choices, there are a few tips to keep in mind when it comes to the 1979 Washington Quarter. First, always focus on condition. Look for coins that have minimal wear, strong details in Washington's hair, and a sharp eagle design on the reverse. Luster and eye appeal are also critical factors that add to the coin's desirability. Another important tip is to consider having the coin professionally graded if you believe it is in top-tier condition. A certified grade from a trusted grading company not only increases the coin's value but also makes it more appealing to future buyers or investors. Collectors should also keep an eye on auction platforms and coin shows, as demand for this coin continues to grow, creating opportunities for both buyers and sellers to benefit. Remember, holding onto a coin like this isn't just about money. It's about preserving a piece of history that is only getting more precious with time. As we reach our conclusion, it's clear that the 1979 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark is far more than just a small piece of metal. It is a rare treasure, a collectible that represents a unique moment in coinage history, and a highly demanded item in today's numismatic market. Its background ties it to American history, its unique features make it stand out among quarters, and its rarity and excellent condition has fueled a surge of demand among collectors. The current market value reflects this reality, with prices climbing and interest continuing to rise. For collectors, investors, and enthusiasts, this coin is an opportunity not to be missed. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1987 with the Denver D mint mark. This isn't just any ordinary pocket change, it is a coin that stands as a symbol of American heritage, a piece of numismatic artistry, and a hidden treasure that collectors are chasing at auctions and private sales. If you have one in your hands, especially in excellent condition, you may be holding on to a coin that carries both history and value. So, let's explore everything you need to know about this highly demanded and increasingly valuable piece of United States coinage. To begin with, let's look at the history and background of the Washington quarter. The quarter dollar itself has been a part of American currency since 1796, but the Washington quarter design first appeared in 1932. This was no ordinary year. It marked the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and to honor the first president of the United States, the mint decided to issue a brand new quarter dollar featuring his portrait. Sculptor John Flanagan design was chosen, and it went on to become one of the most iconic images in American coinage. By 1987, the Washington quarter had already been a mainstay in American commerce for more than half a century, but every single year and every mint mark carries its own story. The Denver D mint mark for the 1987 issue is a distinct part of that legacy, produced at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest coin-producing facilities in the world. Now, when we talk about the unique features of the 1987 Washington quarter with the D mint mark, it's important to understand what makes it stand out. The obverse features the dignified profile of George Washington, his image symbolizing leadership, honor, and the foundation of the nation. On the reverse, you will find the classic American eagle, wings spread wide, perched proudly with arrows of strength and an olive branch of peace. The D mint mark, located just to the right of the bow on the reverse, tells us that this coin was struck in Denver. What elevates the 1987 D quarter into a category of high collector demand is not only its design, but also the condition it can be found in today. Coins that have survived over 3 decades in excellent or near-mint condition are not just ordinary change. They are treasures with both historical and financial value. When it comes to rarity and condition, the 1987 D Washington quarter plays an exciting role in the numismatic market. While millions were minted, the passage of time has taken its toll on most coins in circulation. The majority show heavy wear from decades of use in commerce, but those that have been preserved carefully, either stored away by chance or intentionally by collectors, are now considered gems. An excellent condition coin, with sharp details, no scratches, and bright luster, transforms an ordinary coin into a highly desirable collectible. For collectors, it's not just about owning a piece of currency, it's about owning a piece of history that has survived in near-pristine condition, making it both rare and sought after. The demand for coins in such high grades continues to grow, as fewer and fewer are available on the open market. Now, let's talk about what everyone is curious about: the current market value of the 1987 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in excellent condition. In today's active coin market, these coins are showing strong interest from collectors and investors alike. While an average circulated coin may not command a premium, an excellent condition example can fetch significant value at auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces. Collectors are willing to pay much more for coins that retain their brilliance and sharpness. Depending on the grade and overall eye appeal, an excellent condition 1987 D quarter can range from $30,000 to higher figures when sold to the right buyer or showcased in competitive bidding. And as demand continues to rise for high-quality Washington quarters from the 1980s era, the value of this coin is only expected to grow. Collectors are not just purchasing these coins for their beauty, they are investing in them as a piece of American history with solid long-term potential. For collectors who are interested in adding the 1987 D Washington quarter to their collections, here are some important tips to keep in mind. First, always focus on condition. Excellent condition coins are the true stars of the market, and they will continue to command higher values as time goes on. Look for coins with sharp details in Washington's portrait, a clean and attractive surface, and strong luster. Secondly, proper storage is crucial. Protect your coin in a holder, capsule, or album designed for numismatic preservation to ensure it retains its quality. Third, when buying, always source your coins from reputable dealers, trusted marketplaces, or certified auctions. Certification from a grading company can also increase confidence and boost the coin's resale value. Finally, keep in mind that this coin is not just a collectible, it's an asset. Treat it with the same respect and care you would give to any valuable item in your collection. In conclusion, the 1987 Washington quarter dollar with the Denver D mint mark is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a smart collectible with growing market value. Its background connects us to the enduring legacy of George Washington, its unique design continues to inspire, and its rarity and excellent condition makes it a true prize for collectors. With strong demand in today's coin market and rising auction values, this coin is proving that even modern quarters from the 1980s have the potential to shine as rare and valuable treasures. If you are lucky enough to have one in excellent condition, you are holding a piece of American heritage that is in high demand and rising in value. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1981 with the Philadelphia mint mark, found in extra fine condition. This coin is not just an ordinary piece of pocket change. It is a coin that carries history, legacy, and a collector's demand that continues to rise in today's active market. So if you've got one of these quarters in your collection, or you're lucky enough to come across one, stick around because we're about to break down why this coin is considered a hidden gem and how its value has grown over time. The story of the Washington quarter begins in 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, featuring Washington's portrait on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse, became an American staple, representing strength, leadership, and national pride. Fast forward to 1981, and the coin still carried the same design, but with subtle details that made that year's issue particularly important. The early 1980s were a time of economic challenges, high inflation, and major changes in U.S. coinage production. The Philadelphia Mint produced quarters with the P mint mark, a detail that became a strong identifier for collectors. This 1981 issue stands out because it was minted before the state quarters program began in 1999, making it part of the last era of traditional Washington quarters that collectors value so highly. What makes the 1981 P Washington quarter so unique is not only its place in numismatic history but also its striking features. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin has a beautiful silver-like appearance, with a sharp, detailed profile of George Washington that collectors admire. In extra-fine condition, the hairlines, cheek details, and the eagle's feathers on the reverse remain crisp and bold, setting these coins apart from the worn examples that pass through countless hands in circulation. The P mint mark, located just behind Washington's ponytail, tells the story of its origin in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American coinage. For collectors, coins with a strong strike and clean surfaces from this year are increasingly difficult to find, especially as decades of circulation have reduced the supply of higher-grade examples. Rarity plays a huge role in why the 1981 P Washington quarter is so important today. While millions were minted for circulation, the challenge lies in finding coins that have survived in extra fine or better condition. The majority of these quarters were used heavily in daily commerce, making pristine survivors far less common. Collectors know that quality and condition create demand, and an extra fine 1981 P quarter represents a step into the world of premium coin collecting. It is not just about owning the coin, it is about owning a piece of American history that fewer and fewer people can boast of having in top condition. With the increasing popularity of coin collecting worldwide, the demand for quarters like this has only grown, pushing their recognition higher in today's competitive market. Now, let's talk about the market value. In today's active collectors market, an extra fine 1981 P Washington quarter commands much more attention than an ordinary circulated example. While its face value $70,000, its collector's value can reach into multiple dollars depending on condition, luster, and demand. Some examples in extra fine condition sell in the range of $500,000, and those with particularly sharp details and near uncirculated qualities can sell even higher. For investors and collectors, This is a strong return when you consider its original value as just a quarter. The 1981p stands out as a solid mid-level rarity, a coin that is affordable enough to attract new collectors but rare enough in top condition to satisfy experienced investors who recognize the potential for future growth in value. For collectors looking to add this coin to their portfolio, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always aim for condition. An extra fine 1981p Washington quarter is a solid entry point, but if you can find an almost uncirculated or mint state example, the long-term value will be even stronger. Look for clean surfaces, sharp details, and minimal scratches. Second, make sure the mint mark is clear and authentic, as the Philadelphia P is the defining feature of this rarity. Third, consider the market timing. Coins like this are in constant demand, so holding on to a high-grade example can pay off as demand continues to rise. And finally, don't overlook certified coins. Having your coin graded and authenticated by a reputable service not only ensures its value but also makes it far easier to sell at a premium price in the future. As we wrap up, it's important to recognize that the 1981p Washington quarter is more than just a coin. It is a piece of living history, a reminder of America's past, and a collector's opportunity in the present. With its historical significance, unique features, rarity in high condition, and increasing market value, this coin stands tall as one of the hidden treasures of modern numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, adding an extra fine 1981p Washington quarter to your collection is a move that will not only enrich your appreciation for U.S. coinage but also position you for potential gains in today's strong collector market. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1970 with a mint mark, especially those preserved in excellent condition. This coin is no longer just a simple piece of pocket change. It is transformed into a true treasure of history, rarity, and monetary worth, sparking interest among both new collectors and seasoned numismatists. Over the next 20 minutes, we are going to dive deep into the history, background, unique features, rarity, current market value, and collecting tips surrounding this coin so you will understand why it is in such high demand today. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birth anniversary of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Since then, it has become one of the longest-running and most iconic coin series in U.S. history. The 1970 issue stands out for many reasons. The coin was struck during a time of change in the U.S. Mint, with new alloys being used and design refinements that made it special compared to previous years. Collectors highly value quarters from this era because they represent a transitional period in American coinage, and the 1970 quarter, with its mint mark, is one of those pieces that symbolize a blend of tradition and change. When we look closely at the unique features of the 1970 Washington quarter with a mint mark, the beauty of its design becomes even more evident. On the obverse side, we see the detailed profile of George Washington, a symbol of leadership, freedom, and strength. The reverse side features the majestic American eagle, wings outstretched, perched confidently on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below. This design, sharp in detail and elegant in presentation, carries a powerful message of peace and readiness, values central to the identity of the United States. What makes the 1970 quarter with mint mark stand out is not just its design but the precision of its strike and the condition it has been preserved in. In excellent condition, the coin's shine, luster, and details remain intact, making it truly desirable to collectors. Rarity is one of the most important factors that elevate a coin from being just ordinary currency to becoming a collector's prize. The 1970 Washington quarter with a mint mark is rare because many coins from that year entered circulation and were worn down through everyday use. Only a small fraction survived in excellent condition, untouched by the years of circulation. Coins with mint marks, such as those from the Denver Mint or the San Francisco Mint, carry added desirability because they represent limited production runs. Collectors always chase mint-marked coins as they provide an extra layer of uniqueness and scarcity. When these coins are found in excellent condition with crisp details, they become highly demanded, often sparking competition among collectors and investors alike. Now let's talk about the condition of the coin and how that plays a role in today's collector market. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A 1970 Washington quarter that is graded in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state, is a coin that looks as if it was just struck yesterday. The surfaces are brilliant, the design details are sharp, and the luster gleams under light. These are the qualities that collectors dream about. In today's market, the demand for high-grade 1970 Washington quarters with mint marks has surged, as collectors want the best preserved examples of this iconic coin. The rarity of finding them in such pristine state is exactly what drives their value sky high. Speaking of value, the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with mint mark in excellent condition commands significant attention in the market today. While common circulated quarters may only be worth their face value, coins like this are in a completely different league. Collectors and investors are willing to pay strong premiums for well-preserved examples, with prices climbing impressively at auctions and private sales. In recent years, we have seen excellent condition 1970 quarters with mint marks reaching values in the $700,000, depending on the grade and specific variety. This makes the coin not just a collectible but also a smart investment, a piece of history that grows in value with time. For many collectors, owning this coin feels like owning a slice of American heritage with financial potential. For collectors who are interested in acquiring or already own a 1970 Washington quarter with a mint mark, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always make sure to store the coin properly in a protective holder or capsule to maintain its excellent condition. Avoid handling it with bare hands, as oils and dirt can reduce its quality over time. When buying, always verify the authenticity and ensure you are purchasing from a reliable dealer or auction. With these steps, you protect your investment and enhance its appeal to other collectors. As we wrap up, it's clear that the 1970 Washington quarter dollar with mint mark in excellent condition is not just another coin. It is a remarkable piece of history, a symbol of American pride, and a high-demand treasure in today's collector market. Its combination of historical importance, unique design, rarity, and excellent condition makes it one of the most valuable coins of its kind. Collectors worldwide are chasing this coin, driving its demand and market value higher each year. For those who are passionate about coin collecting, this coin represents not only an opportunity to own a rare piece of American heritage but also a chance to invest in something with real financial potential. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of rare coins and the incredible 1970 Washington quarter dollar with mint mark. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about valuable coins, their histories, and their true worth in today's market, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with fellow collectors. Stay tuned for more episodes where we uncover the hidden treasures that may just be sitting in your pocket change. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep appreciating the incredible value that these coins bring to our lives.